Hi, everyone. It's Luis Fernandez with the LRF Group with Berkshire Hathaway with EWM. And today I want to go over a hot topic, a very simmering hot topic. And we're not talking about the weather. We're talking about our governor here in the state of Florida, Ron DeSantis, that he's been pushing lately a constitutional amendment to abolish property tax. And here he is in one of his press conferences talking about it. So let's go to it, and we can discuss it afterwards.
These property taxes, it's like you buy a home, you buy land, maybe you buy the home outright, but maybe you pay off a mortgage over 30 years. And then, okay, you've paid off the mortgage, you bought the land, you've been taxed many times. It's like, is it your property or not? Just for being on your property, you got to write a check to the government every year. So you're basically paying rent to the government to live on your own property. And our homestead exemption is not strong enough to help these folks because the property gets assessed so high. And that's the thing. If you buy a home for $300,000 and you know there's certain tax, well, then what? 10 years later, they say it's worth $700,000. And so, and they say, there's homestead stuff that helps protect you to a certain extent, but you're paying more. And a lot of people can't afford that. So I think that that's a big issue. And I know we're going to be really looking at ways to bring people relief from that, because I think it's been really something that's pinching a lot of homeowners, particularly seniors on fixed income. But the reality is people have seen, and this is not the state, we don't control this, we've not allowed any of that stuff to happen. We've been cutting taxes, but people have seen their property tax liability go up over these last years because the property is being assessed higher and higher. And the reality is you don't really know how much your home is worth until someone offers you money and is willing to pull the trigger on a sale. That's how a market works. You can say it's worth this much, but if no one's willing to come and offer you that much, then why should you pay taxes on that amount? And so there's a lot of things.
So I think he's got a really good point here, and the from the superficial level, I am in favor of it, because not only as a homeowner, but as a realtor, I think it would quadruple the business here in real estate. And if we think that we've had a migration issue, people moving to the state of Florida, it would be night and day. I mean, people across the country will be coming in here wanting to own a piece of property and purchase it. So I think it makes a lot of sense. And especially for companies coming down here, they want to help relocate their employees down here and make it more affordable. That could be also a positive step as well. And on a side note, talking about the Great Recession, I wanted to bring this up because during the critical periods, which is I think 2009 and through 2012. Unfortunately, I was helping a lot of my clients and customers in trying to resolve their houses when they were losing it, and some of them we had to do some short sales with them. I mean, many of them, unfortunately, we had to do short sales, but there were just as many, to a certain extent, that we were able to save their homes because we were able to renegotiate with the lender and allow them to stay there in their property. But there was one of the terms that was completely untouchable. It was off the table, and that was property taxes. And some of these cities, unfortunately, they were actually raising property taxes every year because they were trying to squeeze as much as possible to be able to offset the losses on the services that they were providing to their citizens there, and at the same time to be able to compensate the losses in their pension plans. So they were raising taxes while so many people not only were losing their homes, at the same time we were struggling to find a way to keep it. So I thought that was very, very, very terrible, very shameful, and I think if anything can be addressed moving forward about that, in regards to property taxes, I think I'm all in favor of it. But anyway. I'd love to hear your comments. Let me know what you think of this proposal. And there's a plus and minus to each side of this argument, clearly. And by the way, if you're thinking about moving down here to Florida or anywhere else, we are a relocation company. We're licensed not only in Florida, but also in New York. More than happy to assist you in your real estate needs. And thank you so much for watching, and continue watching, because we're looking out for you in the best interest of your property. Till next time, all the very best. Bye-bye.